Am I live now? Will you be able to hear me properly? I believe. Can someone join and just let me know? I will wait for 1, 2, 3 minutes more, and then I'm going to start this today's session. And I'm going to discuss with regards to changing times, okay? Because the times are changing and there are many things. Indian New Year is also actually have came, and Chaitar Navratri is also going to start from the 30th of March. It means tomorrow actually, okay? Let me wait. Okay, Aman Kumar said hi. Will you be able to hear me? My audio video is coming. Just confirm this part, then I will, without wasting much of your time, I will start today's session. Okay, yes. Will you be able to hear me properly, Rupa? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now that's great actually. Thank you, thank you. Everything is good. Okay, now many people have joined actually. Okay, so first of all, if you are outside India, then you might going to be actually having the solar eclipse, okay? You are going through Surya Grahan, and the few remedies that I would like to give you, if you are in your country still there is a Surya Grahan or the solar eclipse is up there. So first of all, avoid directly looking into the sun rays, okay? And avoid any sort of direct exposure even with sun, okay? It's better to stay inside the home for this Surya Grahan. Apart from this, I also request you to try to do fasting. Okay, it's a good morning from USA. Okay, so fasting is the #1 method in which you can actually avoid any sort of the negative radiations which are created by the eclipse in your life. Try to become more hydrated, drink more and more water, plenty of water. Even try to drink more and more coconut water. That is also very best thing. Try to eat sesame seeds, even tulsi leaves also. And in the Indian households, there is a one thing which is known as dhruva. Dhruva is a grass actually, which we can actually give to Lord Ganesha, okay? Dhruva, Dhruva. Dhruva is also actually the, it's connected with not only Lord Ganesha, but anytime in our Indian community, if there is some sort of Surya Grahan, so we take the dhruva and we put it inside all the food items, inside the milk, inside everything. So this actually have the capacity to protect you from the harmful radiations of this direct exposure, okay? So try to stay inside in this eclipse and try to stay protected, okay? Now in India, I will tell you Surya Grahan have end actually, and from tomorrow actually 30th of March, it's a beginning of Chaitar Navratri. So first of all, I would like to wish all of you a very happy Navratri. Now Navratri is it's a very big festival in India, and it's actually celebrated for continuously 9 days, okay? I don't know whether you are familiar with the different forms of Ma Durga or not, but even if you chant the Durga Kavacham like Prathamam Shailputri, Dvityam Brahmacharni, Trityam Chandraghayeteti, Kushmandeti Chaturktam, पंचम स्कंद मातेति खष्टम कात्यानीति च सप्तम कालरात्रि महागौरीति चाइष्टमम नवम सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकृतिता. Okay, so these are the actually 9 goddesses. So for complete 9 days, I will tell you, in our Indian tradition there is a culture of observing a fast actually. Now what fasting is actually going to do, and why it's only starting in the Chaitar Navratri actually, why specifically in the month of March. Now it's believed actually whenever you enter into the March month, the blood which is flowing inside your veins, it's actually getting filtrated or it's getting purified. So the very best method for detoxification or any sort of removal of the any sort of like negative urja is actually getting removed if you will continuously do fasting for the next complete 9 days. Okay, you can actually pick any fruit which you can eat for complete 9 days, complete 9 days. Okay, just pick up any fruit. It may be papaya, it may be oranges, it may be apple, any fruit. Just eat it continuously for 9 days. Drink water. There is no need for you to eat food actually. Okay, because in the English calendar time actually 1st of January is the beginning of new year, but as per Hindu tradition actually this is the actual beginning. Okay, so this is our new year which we are going to celebrate now, although it has started way back around 22nd of March, but because of this planetary conjunction, the war happening between Saturn, Sun, all the other planets, okay, and the Grahan as well, that is the eclipse. But now it's out of eclipse and we are heading towards the Chaitra Navratri. So I would like to congratulate all of you and try to observe fasting for complete 9 days. Okay, in this way you can actually gather energy. Chaitra Navratri is also associated with gathering more urja inside you. So in this way you will be able to feel fullest inside you for the next complete 1 year. And our next year is also going to end in the month of March actually. So it's going to be from March till March. It's not from January to January. Okay, we are actually in the Jyotish, even it's very important to go by the dates as per the Hindu calendar. It's very, very important for you to understand. Okay, so your blood is actually getting regenerated. Even if you look at the trees actually right now, you can observe the nature itself. So the trees are falling their leaves actually. So why the trees? They are shedding their old leaves so that the new leaves will come. Okay, so it's the similar phenomena which you can observe inside the nature inside you as well. So whatever the grudges which are actually present inside you, please remove them. Okay, any sort of seed of negativity which is present inside you towards anyone, this is the best time to remove it. This is also the very best time to actually quit certain addictions. If many of you are actually suffering from the addictions with regards to alcohol, wine, whiskey, smoking, tobacco, anything, so this is the Chaitra Navaratri. The first day is the best day where you can take the pran actually. Okay, where you eventually need to make the decision like I'm going to quit all my bad habits. Okay, because here nature is also going to support you. Understand this point. If you try to quit something maybe by the December or any other month, it becomes difficult. But this specifically, this Chaitra month or this Navratri, this will eventually help you to gather that urja, energy inside you to remove all the negativity from you. Okay, so this is the detoxification. This is actually going to remove all the negativity and the negative urja specifically from your life. Okay, so in this way you can actually do celebrations for tomorrow. The very best time to start preparing tomorrow after taking a bath on 30th of March actually. Okay, then it's better to go to some Durga temple, worship goddess Durga and try to chant Durga Sapshati. Now there are different mantras which are connected with Durga Sapshati. There is a complete book up there. There are different suktams up there which are connected with Shri Suktam. Now I understand many of you might want wealth into your life. Many of you want might be power. Many looking for prosperity. They require stability in their career. Many looking for getting married in this new year. Many might be looking for sending their students abroad, taking education school. So whatever the beginning that you want to initiate in this new year, so it's much better for you to initiate with seeking the blessings of Goddess Durga. In this way, you will be able to eventually kickstart your journey in the much positive way. Here, if you look also, you are also going to feel more boosted and motivated actually during these Navaratris. Because I told you here, the Mars is becoming predominantly activated during this time frame. Mars is actually the blood which is running inside your veins. So here, this is going to purify the blood which is present inside you. Any sort of disease which are connected with the health part specifically, maybe connected with your liver, kidneys, brain as well, maybe through the heart part as well. So if you are suffering from any of the disease, this is the best time frame where you can actually try to do meditation along with fasting. Fasting is actually a ritual. Okay, it's treated as a ritual, but there are other medical benefits as well as psychological benefits also, which are connected with fasting. Because when you do fasting, you are going to build resistance inside you. And this resistance will further eventually help you to cultivate a lot of positivity, lot of positive urja inside you. Now, let me come back to the different mantras which are associated with goddess Durga. Now, Durga is the prime goddess in our Hindu tradition. Okay, as I told you, Pratham Shailputri up till the Siddhidatri. So, there are total 9 forms of goddess of Durga. If you even see, goddess that is Ma Durga is holding trident. Okay, it's a trishul in our Indian tradition. It's known as trishul. It's very powerful. Even if you see Lord Shiva holding a trident, so that is trishul actually. But Shiva trishul is always pointing upward. It symbolizes upward energy. But if you look at particularly the Mahishasur Mardhani, the trishul is actually pointing downward. Okay, so downward pointing trishul represents destroying the demon, that is Mahishasur. You can simply search it over Google, the picture of Ma Durga. You will see that buffalo up there. Now it's a Mahishasur. It's the enemy, but it's not the external enemy. This picture actually depicts how you are going to deal with your internal enemies. The internal enemies which are connected with fear, connected with lust also, greed also, maybe the seed of negativities which are present inside you, all your shadripus, the 6 prime enemies which are actually present inside you that are holding you back. So goddess Durga is actually going to destroy all that demons. So it's a beginning, it's a new chapter. So in this way, you can actually try to celebrate. You can specifically chant first of all Durga Kavach. This is very powerful. Okay, then secondly, you can chant Shri Suktam. If you are looking for prosperity, if you are looking for wealth, if you are looking for remedies specifically, you can chant Shri Suktam. That is going to be very helpful. Now, if you want to attain power, status, recognition, and if there are certain enemies, hidden enemies that are attacking you, if you are right now dealing with some sort of a legal disputes in your life, it may be if you are a politician in the field of politics, then it's better to chant specifically the Bagulamukhi Kavach, okay, Ma Bagulamukhi. So out of 10 Mahavidyas, Ma Bagulamukhi is also very prime goddess in our Hindu tradition. So Ma Bagulamukhi is actually the fierce form of Ma Saraswati. It's much Ugra Devi. So chanting Bagulamukhi mantra, or you can simply chant Om Harim, Om Harim. So when you chant Harim as well, your tongue is touching upwards. So Harim is actually going to take the urja from the lower chakra to the higher chakra. Any mantras where your tongue is touching upward, these mantras are going to be very beneficial. It may be Rudraya Nama. If you chant Rudraya Nama, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya Nama, again the tongue is touching upward. So you see any mantra, even Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, your again tongue is touching upward. So whenever your tongue is touching upward, it shows the elevation, spiritual elevation also. So you are taking or gathering the urja and you are actually taking it into the upward form. So in this way, by chanting Shri Suktam, even the Durga Kavach. There is also a few secret mantras of Goddess Durga, which I'm not going to reveal in this live session actually. But in ancient villages in India, specifically the villages where I belong, I am from Himachal Pradesh, okay? It's a very cold region near Himalayas, near the mountains. So still in our ancient villages, even nowadays, many people, they are looking for cure using the mantras of Durga. Because Durga mantra have the capacity to heal you, completely heal yourself. Internal healing I'm talking about. Any sort of sufferings, maybe some sort of broken relationships, sufferings coming from love life, even the dangerous diseases like cancer, related to heart, related to brain operations, brain surgeries also. So there are special mantras which are actually mentioned in Durga Sapshati complete book, which are specifically now used for many medicated purposes as well. Even there are many foreign universities, top-notch universities, they are also conducting a lot of researches over the mantras of Ma Durga, where they are actually decoding the mantra or they are decoding the vibrations which are caused by the mantra. So in that way, specific mantras, but Durga Kavach is very important. Ma Buglamukhi Sadhana you can do, and Shri Suktam you can chant. Even you can pray to Goddess Kali as well. It's very fierce goddess in our culture, in our Hindu tradition. You can even chant Chinmastka. It's if you see the head is cut. So there are actually different goddesses, okay. Even Jwalaji, it's actually fire connected with that part. So it may be Ma Chintapurni as well. That is also known as Chinmastka. It may be Bhuvneshwari, Matangi, or maybe you can chant the Dhumavati as well. So chanting of the mantras connected with the goddesses will eventually going to help you to enter into the new year journey with full force. Now let me come to the main topic, and that is where the changing times. Om Durgaya Namah. Om Durgaya Namah. Okay, so now the title of this live session is actually Changing Times. If you go back around 20 years ago, just go back in the year 2000 or maybe 1990s. If you are a millennial population, I believe you are going to be familiar with the times around 1990s and the era of 2000 actually, or then from 2000 till 2005 and 10. That is where the many technologies they have actually came into play. Many technologies. Whether you are using YouTube, you are using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that social media boost is actually happened during that time frame. Specifically when last time Rahu is in the sign of Aquarius. That is around the year 2007 and 2008. During that time frame, Rahu is in the sign of Aquarius. Now in the month of May this year, May 2025, the same Rahu and Ketu axis is going to be transiting through the sign of Aquarius, and Ketu is in the Leo. Now these are the changing times actually. And here you will see, first of all, career options are also going to be getting limited. Like I'm talking about the old career options, the traditional careers which might be you are following. And there are highly likely possibilities if you are right now pursuing some education, some sort of a technical education in college or in university. There might be a possibility after 2, 3, 5 years when you are going to be graduated out of your high school. So there is no use of that degree or that college thing which you are going to take actually. Because nowadays I received a lot of consultations. Many people are actually more concerned with the career and money and wealth part. Initially the time is totally different, where people are more concerned with regards to their marriages, their families also. But nowadays the financial burden have actually gone up, and I have seen this thing with many people actually. Many individuals right now, they are under the financial burden because of the instabilities in their career environment. Take this word very seriously. If you are actually, what I'm saying, if you are just confirming, you can just send the thumbs up there. What I'm trying to say, will you be able to understand this part now? Because many people nowadays, they are facing or feeling the financial burdens and the career instability. So these are the two important case scenarios which I'm going to discuss with you in this live chat. Because it's very important for you to actually understand. It's not 1990s, it's a Kali Yuga, Ghor Kali Yuga. Why I'm actually saying it's Ghor Kali Yuga? Because if you are even doing a job, it's not a surety whether you will be present up there tomorrow or not. Or maybe suddenly you are going to receive an email from the from your CEO like you are fired actually. We no longer require you in our organization. Or maybe if you are a CEO, maybe the owner of the company maybe next day is going to replace you and going to bring some new CEO. So there is no stability actually. There is no surety. And that is where, if you see over the evolution, because this is an evolving time actually, understand this thing. It's not a negative part. Kali Yuga is not a negative thing, it's evolution. Just like if you look, dinosaurs, they failed to adapt according to the environment. So this is the reason behind their extinction. Human species are also designed in such a way. Okay, if you are not flexible, if you are not adaptable, if you are not learning new skills in your life, developing some different skills, taking new and new knowledge every day, it become very, very difficult for you to actually evolve in this changing times, because career burdens are actually getting higher, higher, higher. Yes, you mentioned, yes, I lost my job yesterday. Okay, see this point I'm talking about. So these are the changing times actually, because Shani have actually moved into Pisces now. Here there is no restriction in the Aquarius and in the Capricorn. So from past 5 years actually, there are going to be little bit of restrictions over that part. But in the realm of Pisces, Saturn is actually going to expand its boundaries to the much bigger scale. And that is where it's very, very important for you to start cultivating or developing new skills inside you. Old skills, they will not work out. I will once again repeat, the old skill system or whatever the skills which are present inside you, that is not going to work out in this Ghor Kali Yuga. Your college degree is not going to worth anything in this Ghor Kali Yuga. I understand college degree is going to give you knowledge, but when you actually come into the workforce, there is no surety. Even I will tell you, finding job is also going to become a very obstruction thing actually, specifically in India. Because in this country also, many people, they are jobless. Many people, despite having good education, despite having their good remarks, everything is good inside them, but still there is some sort of loopholes, there is some sort of shortages. Now, even for example, if by chance you gain the job as well, then the factor of insecurity is going to be very high up there because of the office politics. And that is the main concern, I will tell you, many people raise. Like there is a lot of office politics up there, whether I will be able to keep up my job in the political environment, whether I'm going to be able to deal with the office politics. Many people try to do leg pulling towards me. And that is where the real Vedic astrology came into play. Okay. And that is where you can actually take the help of Vedic astrology in order for you to understand your career footprint, deciding career, and how to your dasha is actually going to take you further. But along with the looking into Vedic astrology, practicality is also very important. It's not like that you are everything you are relying over the astrology, or okay, my chart is designed in such a way, so if my chart is okay, then there is no need for me to work hard. It's not like that. You need to perform a karam at least. Okay, karam is in your hand. So initially you need to perform some karam. Then you are actually going to receive the results. Same part with the financial burden also. Many people are actually now inside the EMIs, like paying monthly bills. I'm talking about monthly bills. If you are a family man, okay, you will understand the situation which is happening with the school education system now. Nowadays, I will tell you, even the school education system, which is right now, you can see the structure of the fees, it's also going to actually become unaffordable, very difficult. Along with that part, the real estate prices shooten up. I will tell you, in the upcoming 2, 3 or 4 years, it become very, very difficult for a normal person to just buy their first home. It's not going to be possible up there because the rents are also increasing. So this is where the financial burden is also going to come into play. There is one career burden which you are feeling, which you are facing because of your boss. There is some insecurity happening up there, and then this is that financial burden. Now, if you are a man or if maybe you are a female, you will be crushed, totally crushed in this part. And that is where this will give rise to many health complications, many health disease actually. Okay, many health complications will come because of this stress factor specifically. Because stress is the number one reason which is deteriorating your not only the mental health, even your physical health as well. I will even tell you one more important thing. Spirituality is very important up to some extent. I'm not saying. But still, without financial stability, how it is possible? You can answer me this thing. How is it possible without a financial security and stability in your life to actually become more and more spiritual, awakened person? You understand what I'm trying to say here? Spirituality is important, but along with faith. I understand you need to have faith inside some god, some goddesses. That is, faith is very, very important. Faith is a pillar. So faith is going to set the foundation stone in the hard times. But along with faith, practicality is very important. The main reason why I'm actually stressing over the more practical side or more practicality in the Vedic astrology, so that at least you can become self-sufficient. I've made many videos over the past 5 years in my YouTube channel. You can check out my actually career section, even the Vedant Jyotish playlist up there. I made many videos stressing more over the development of the skills, becoming entrepreneurship as well. And that is where if certain planetary energies are supporting you, yes, you have the capacity to do that part. But it's not like that you are putting everything over Vedic astrology. Like if my planetary alignments are not supporting, it means I'm not be able to do that part. Maybe I will tell you, if certain astrologer might going to oppress you, like no, you are not capable to do that kind of a thing. But first of all, it's a humble request to all the other astrologers as well that are watching this video. If some client have came to you, please first of all never ever motivate that person. It's your moral responsibility. Like along with giving certain consultations, it's very important for you to morally boost other person. If you visit even a doctor, it's not doctor is only going to give you medicine. No, medicine is important, but at least that moral boost is also very important. And that is where enthusiasm first of all needed to be inside you. If you are delivering something, that enthusiasm actually have the capacity to give certain hope inside the client as well. I understand many a times charts are not good. Even sometimes if chart is good, not good, or chart is good, you are going through certain bad planetary dashas, planetary timings actually. Okay, maybe in the next 2 months, your certain bad dasha is going to end and then your new dasha is going to start. So it's very important for you to look into this subject more from the practical standpoint of view. Even if you are reading or learning Jyotish from ancient books actually, it's not possible for you to learn. You cannot learn Vedic astrology by sitting in a room, by just reading books. It's not possible. You can do whatever you want to do. It's not possible to learn Vedic astrology by sitting in a room and reading books. Until and unless you are not gaining practical knowledge over Vedic astrology. And you can only gain knowledge over Vedic astrology if you are practically seeing the charts. If you are not practically seeing the charts actually of the clients on daily basis, you are interacting with them, you are listening to them at least. In a session, you listen to other people. Okay, so when you start listening to other people's problems, then you will be able to understand what is happening. And that is where I keep on stressing upon learning of new skills actually. Now, what are the new skills which you might going to develop actually? Now, you see artificial intelligence have also came. Now, there are many chatbots available, many chatbots. Now, there are many jobs, I'm not denying that fact, which are actually going to get replaced by the year 2030. Many jobs. Even the 2025 onward actually, you will see when you hit Rahu exactly. When Rahu transit in the sign of Aquarius, many big companies, big companies, big multinational companies, specifically in the field of technology, if they are present maybe from past 20 years and you are considering them as a very giant thing, it's not giant. Because Rahu is actually going to shatter all the previous technology and going to bring something new. And that is where in this evolving sector, developing new skills. Now, these are the new skills. I'm talking about the future technologies. There are few technologies which might going to exist now, okay, but there are some technologies which might going to come in the future over the passage of time. So development of the skills connected with the future technologies is really going to be very helpful. Second important thing, in order for you to become self-sufficient, try to do all the household activities with your own efforts. You just need to stay grounded, at least connected with your roots as well, okay? There is no need for you to show everything in front of other people. Many people might going to buy a home, big car, bungalow, gadgets, mobile phone just to show off in front of other people. You need to avoid that nature as well, completely. The best way to live a financially comfortable and a secure life is actually living just below your means. So try to just live below your means. This is the best practical advice which I'm going to give you here, okay? Because if you are going to just live below your means, That will eventually going to be very, very helpful for you. In this way, you have the capacity to lay a strong foundation, financial foundation. I will tell you, many people, career and money is an interconnected subject. It's not actually, career is different and money is a different. They are co-aligned with one another. The reason why planet Saturn hold two important zodiac signs, Capricorn and Aquarius, in 10th and 11th house, because planet Saturn is showing us career and your incoming gains, they are deeply interconnected with one another. 10th house is a Karam Bhav, so that is actually connected with the next Bhava, that is the money Bhava as well. You understand what I'm trying to say? Specifically, if the Shani is gaining control over the Capricorn and Aquarius, so Shani is symbolizing both of these houses are interconnected with one another. Or your career is dependent over the 11th house, or 11th house is also totally dependent. You cannot separate these two houses. So career and money and wealth, it's actually going to be coming under the same radar. And that is where, along with the career, if you are right now having a one secure job, try to develop multiple skills. If you look at the financial successful people, they are having the multiple income sources, most of them. And it's not like that you are gambling your money. I'm not asking you to, maybe many might be thinking, okay, let's learn share market, stock market. Yes, that might going to help you. I'm not denying that fact. But that part is also not going to work for 90% of the population, or even 95%. They are going to lose money. Only 5% they are going to make money out of that part. Okay, I'm not asking you to go for the or fall for the prey where there is some easy tactics up there, or there is some combination, or there is certain things, okay, you can easily gain money. No, you need to focus upon the self-development, learning the skills, your personality development as well. Learning skills which will eventually help you, and try to learn the skills which are also co-aligned with your own self. If you are not a team player, then there is no need for you to develop skills which will help you to understand how to work in a team. If you are more of a sole and individual contributor kind of a personality, then you need to start learning skills which will stress more upon doing something more over the independent basis. In this way, you will be able to actually gain the most benefit out of that part. So it's very, very important for you. And that is where, once again, I will tell you, Vedic astrology will come into play. Because this is the subject which will eventually help you to decide the career options by using 3 practical methods or 3 practical steps. I'm not asking you to come to me for taking consultations. I'm actually asking you to learn this subject. Try to gain awareness. There are 3 practical methods which, once again, I'm going to teach you. I made many videos, but I believe stressing over one point again and again might going to open the blockages which are present in your mind. So these are the 3 steps. Once again, I'm going to repeat here. Before deciding your career option, okay, you need to keep 3 important points in your mind, and these are the practical steps. First one, you need to take Mahadasha into your consideration. Mahadasha Lord is very important. Mahadasha simply means the planetary timing which you are going through. Your career must need to be inclined with your Dasha Lord. Otherwise, results will not come. Then don't complain me, results are not coming. Dasha Lord is very important in order for you to gain results into your life. Many people are unsuccessful because they are putting efforts in wrong direction, and Dasha Lord is in that direction. So it's very important for you to align your career with your Mahadasha Lord. It's very important. Second important thing, you need to take your mind into consideration, moon, along with the ascendant also. Your mental faculties must need to be inclined with your career. It's not like that you are choosing some career where suddenly you will lose interest by doing it for maybe 1 day or 2 days. If you are losing interest in that particular stream, it's not possible for you to take it forward and become successful. So your mental faculty must need to be inclined with the career part. It's very important. And third important thing is the financial aspect, which is the monetary gains, money part. Money is also equally important. Without money, if you are going to choose any career option, it's also not possible, because I told you in Ghor Kali Yuga, I'm not using the word Kali Yuga, I'm using Ghor Kali Yuga. Ghor means it's huge. It's like a Rahu. If you see, Rahu is engulfing everything. So this is that Ghor. Ghor means it's huge. You see, when we say on Amavasya, on no moon day, it's a ghor andhakar, complete darkness. So this is a ghor Kalli Yuga, okay? So in this age, the survival totally dependent over you. Deciding the first is the career options is very, very important for you. Second, development of new skills inside you. You need to develop that sort of skills which will eventually help you to cultivate or grow certain different income sources in your life. And once again, I repeat, don't fall for the short money tactics. If it's easy money, it's not going to be continuously present up there. If it's a hard earned money, okay, that is going to be staying up there. Skill is very important. Even if you are going into share market, without taking enough knowledge, it becomes very, very difficult for you. Self-discipline is also the key to success here actually. And fasting, which I covered initially, on the complete 9 days, complete for 9 days, please do fasting. I request all of you. Do not eat anything. Pick any fruit, just eat that fruit for 9 days and drink water. That's it. This is going to cleanse your body. It's a Hindu Chaitra Navratri. It's a new air actually. So this is going to fill you with new urja, new hope. Everything is going to be there. So this fasting will help you to cultivate self-discipline inside you. The self-discipline is a very important thing actually. Because if self-discipline is created in one aspect of your life, it's going to reflect in all the other areas. It might be in your financial discipline can also reflect because of that part actually. So it's very, very important for you to implement these steps, okay? Implementation is very important. It's not like that you are listening to me in this video and that's it. It's not going to work. Practical implementation is going to become very, very important here. Start practically implementing the results which I have even told you. Okay, so I hope you have actually gained something in this live session with me. And once again, I wish you a very happy Navratri in advance. Okay, so tomorrow is the 30th of March. May Goddess Durga shower prosperity, wealth, abundance, everything upon your life. Okay, so till then, please take care of yourself and Hare Krishna.